In this video, you're going to learn how to set up two-factor authentication for an SSL VPN user using FortiToken. First, you'll need to register your FortiToken with the FortiGate unit and FortiGuard. Go to User and Device, Two-Factor Authentication, FortiTokens, and select Create New. Enter the FortiToken serial number. If needed, multiple FortiToken serial numbers can be imported from a text file. Select OK. You will need to wait for FortiGuard to validate your FortiToken serial number. Next, you'll need to add the FortiToken to a user account. Go to User and Device, User Definition, and create or edit the user account you wish to assign the FortiToken to. Enable two-factor authentication and select the FortiToken ID from the list. Next, go to Firewall Objects, Addresses to add a new address for the internal network. Set the IP to your local LAN IP, which will be used by the VPN configuration and firewall policy. For SSL to function, you will need to create a user group for SSL VPN users and configure the SSL portal settings. First, go to User and Device, User Groups, and create an SSL users group, setting the type to firewall and adding your FortiToken enabled user to the group. Then go to VPN SSL Config to edit the SSL settings. Select an IP pool for SSL users. Set the encryption key to default so it will work with most browsers. Apply your changes. Now go to the policy list to create a security policy to govern SSL VPN users. Set the policy type to VPN. Set the incoming interface to your internet-facing interface, and your local interface to your internal port interface. For the local protected subnet, select the internal network address that you created. Lastly, create a new authentication rule that will govern your SSL users group that uses the full access portal. Open a browser and enter the FortiGate IP address. You may receive a certificate warning. If so, grant the browser access. Enter the SSL username and password and select Login. If the user account you enter has two-factor authentication enabled, the FortiToken code field will also appear. Obtain your code from the FortiToken device or the FortiToken mobile app and enter it. You are now connected to the SSL VPN portal. In the FortiGate interface, you can view connected SSL VPN clients if you go to VPN, SSL VPN Monitor. Thank you for watching. If you need further details, you can visit docs.fortinet.com at any time to access Fortinet's complete documentation library.